Hi everyone, welcome back to Inspired by Yvette. If you are new here or if you're just stopping by for the first time, welcome to my channel. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. So I'm getting right into the video today. It's not a tutorial, it's basically just showing you how I put together these personalized note cards I made for myself. I thought they turned out very nice. They make great gifts. You can change up the colors, the borders, the fonts, and really make a nice personalized gift. So we're starting off the first 5 minutes of the video in Design Space. If you want to skip ahead to see me put everything together, go right ahead and do that. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through the fonts that I use and the different ways that I set the card up for you all. So grab a snack and keep watching. Template of what the outside of the card would be. So that is 5.5 by 4.25, as you see there in the dimensions. So that is the black square or rectangle. And then I created a white square or white rectangle, which let's move that out of the way. The white one is 5 by 3.75, just so that it could have a good border around it, around the whole thing. So it's basically like a 1/2 inch smaller on each side. Well, it comes to a 1/4 inch on each side, but a 1/2 inch smaller in the whole dimension. Okay, and then I knew I wanted to do a note from and my name in vinyl. A note from, let's see if I can move that. I did an offset on that. Whenever I cut something out in vinyl, I normally have the text and then I do an offset of it. So this is what it originally looked like. And as you see, it just made it slightly thicker. And I always like to do that when I'm cutting something out of vinyl. So I click on text and then I do an offset of 0.01 just to make it slightly thicker. So that's why that is a little bit thicker. And my name, I did the same thing. I put an offset of 0.01. So let's go ahead and hide all of that because we don't need that. And I don't need this again, but I kept it just to keep it in my saved. So that's basically, I knew I was gonna do this out of vinyl, that out of vinyl, the black border out of a vinyl. And then this name, I also wanted to use, so I cut that out too. I'll cut that out. This little insert card is to go on the inside of the card. So I made it the same size as the outside, 5 by 3.75. And I put the words there on it. The words, the text there. Make sure the more important things is done in Edwardian script. So that's just a font, a basic font that's off of the computer. And I attached it to the note card. So that's basically it. That the ink pen, the Cricut ink pen is going to write that, and the rest of this is vinyl, that's vinyl, this is vinyl, this is vinyl, and that's paper. So I really needed just one 12 by 12 sheet of white paper. I already had the card base, so I didn't have to cut that square. So we hide that. And this is basically what I cut. And I made 3. So when we go to make it, I went over here and just hit how many I wanted and applied it to 3. So that made me 3 sets on the black. Really, I should have probably done 6, but I wanted to make sure I liked it before I cut out all my vinyl and stuff. So I have 6 names to play with because I already had 2 different fonts. So that's that. So that's how I designed it. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the tutorial. Well, not tutorial, the see me do what I do. So let's go ahead and get into putting these note cards together. Sorry, thirsty, drinking water. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I already put one together and I just thought I would turn the camera on as I went ahead and put these. I printed 3, well, I made 3 to put together just to make sure I liked it. So we'll finish up 2 here. What I used was, my idea was I have these Cricut Joy insert cards that I bought when they were on clearance somewhere, I think Hobby Lobby. So it comes with the insert sheets and the card blanks. So these ones are black. So I thought, oh, these will look really cute as a note card. And it also comes with the envelopes. So I'm going to use the black, I'm going to use the black base, and I'm not going to use this part of it. And let's get into it. All right, so I made my design. This was my vision. This was a border that I cut out of Shimmer vinyl. So this is the Shimmer vinyl that I use. It is very pretty in person and in the light. I don't know if you all can see it, but I thought, ooh, that'll be pretty on a card. So this particular vinyl comes with a roll of strong grip transfer tape. I'm not using it only because I don't want to rip my paper. So anyway, that's the name that was on it. I think it came in a mystery box that I got a few years ago. So I'll stick that in the tube so I remember what it is. And then I use this removable vinyl. Let's see, what was the name of this one? So this was some removable vinyl. The name on it was Wine. It's just regular. So that's what I'm using for my name and that. So what I'm doing, I'm going to start with the border first. Cut these apart. Try not to cut the design. Okay, so this is that shimmer, so I'm going to use just a strip. This is just some of the Dollar Tree shelf liner that I'm using. So we're going to burnish that down really good. See if we can get it to lift up. Okay, let's do it from this side. Make sure y'all can see me. Yeah. So we'll do it from this side, burnish it down. And then what I do, because you see how it's not really coming off, I just take my fingernail and kind of help it. And once it gets started and it's stuck on there, you can kind of peel it off. So now watch, because I'm recording, this thing isn't going to want to stick. Okay, it's sticking down. So we're going to put that right across the bottom. I'm going to line it up with my mat just to kind of get the card base straight. And then I just am going to eyeball this. Actually, let's go here. Okay, so we're gonna eyeball it. It moved. Don't move. I guess I should tape this down. Okay, so I'm just gonna eyeball it with the lines on the grid. And I'm gonna trust that that is straight. Okay, so I press that down and pull that off. And then I made it so that it would come a little bit over the edge. So I'll take my scissors and just trim that off. Or I could probably just wrap it around the back of the card base. But we'll trim that off. So next I will put my name right in the middle. So let's go ahead and pick this up. Same thing. This doesn't want to stick down either. So you kind of need to take your fingernail and help it along. Go very slow so you can see if anything is not wanting to stick. turn the paper if you need to. There we go. So we're gonna put that right in the, put my name right in the middle of it, but close to the border. I think the way I designed it, that little tail on the Y is close to the border. Because this name is such a fancy script, it doesn't really matter about how like straight it is, because it's all over the place. It is definitely all over the place. All right, so we take my finger and just kind of make sure it's down, and then we'll do the top of it. A note from. Very nice, simple note card that you can personalize and make as gifts or sell them, whatever you'd like to do. But the font that I use for my name is a font that I bought, and then I use my character map to go ahead and make the little fancy swirls. The glyphs is what they call those. So I use that to get it the way that I wanted it to look. So a note from is going to go up. I think I'm going to just put it more so to the left than center. And we'll just eyeball it to get it straight. Oh, let's see. Stay down there. Said go slow, didn't I? Okay, so that is that. So what I'll do next is take the card base, make sure it's the right direction. I'm going to use this side of it because it has a little bend on it. So we'll put this on the front here. I am going to take my glue and glue it down. I'm going to get a piece of this paper just in case I get a little sloppy. And somebody is calling me. Hold that thought. Okay, so I'm back. I went ahead and glued that down since I already started putting the glue on it and I had to talk on the phone. So I glued the top down on there. And I am going to glue my little insert, which I cut just slightly smaller so it could have a border. And I put actually my favorite scripture on the bottom. You don't have to put anything, or you put whatever you want. And okay, so I'm just going to center that. I like using glue because it gives me a little wiggle room with making sure that I have it straight. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so I'm gonna do the last one. I think on this one, wonder how it would look if I cut the corners. I don't know, it might would go into that border, but I'm gonna try it and see. I'm gonna use a corner punch and notch the corners and see if I like it. Okay, wonder if that will look. Yeah, I think that'll be fine, but I may notch the corners on that one after I put this down. So let's get the
I
tape.
actually left this section of the video in because sometimes you do run into little snafus, so to speak, when you're crafting or when you're making cards. So just to show how I work through my mistakes and different things that I run into when I'm crafting. So if you're interested, keep watching. If not, fast forward. I'm just going to make this second card. It's a little bit different than the first one, but basically the same concept. So, yeah, if you're interested, keep watching.
Y'all, what I did, I finally put a new blade in my machine because when I cut vinyl, I have two different blades. I have a blade that I use for paper, and then I put a little black mark on that one. And then I have a blade that I use for vinyl. And I changed the blade for the vinyl because I was going to be cutting the shimmer. I have not changed that blade in probably a year or two. And I have like probably 10 new blades. So I said, just change the blade. So anyway, I did that. I'm saying all that to say I did that, and I still cut this twice. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Stay down. Get you moving all over the place. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm just going to take this off of here and lay it on this paper before. Just do it this way. Hopefully this is straight because I don't have a lot of time to fool around with it. What was I saying before I got this? Oh yeah, I did the blade. I changed my blade, and then it's really sharp. So I cut the shimmer vinyl twice in the machine, and it almost went through the paper because I could see on the on this part of the backing was almost like cut through. So that's that. Let's go ahead and notch the corner while I'm here. Okay, get me a base. Oh, I'm not ready for the base. Let's go ahead and finish putting this down. Maybe I should try one of these Yvettes and see if I like it. Yeah, I'll try one of those. Will this fit it? Nope. This barely fits it. Piece of scratch piece, a scratch piece that I had hanging on the side of my shelf. Okay. Same way, go very slow. And let's see. Oops. Oh, I tore it up. I'll put that heart down after I can put this down. I might be messing this up. Maybe I should just take that off. I will. I think I'm gonna just take that piece off. And this one won't have a heart on the inside of it. Okay. Oops. Okay, and then we'll do a note from. put that in the center. Yeah, I'll put it in the center somewhat. All right, and we will glue this down. Small bit of glue. You know, I made a lot of glue on these because the glue holds very well. And all right, and we are done. So just like that, I'm going to make me a set of 6. So I'll use those 3 names right there and put, let me put the pen back in my glue. Just a side tip, if you use this glue, it's easy to keep it unclogged. Let me show you what I do. I push it down like that, and then I kind of squirt the bottle to let up any glue that may be in the tip already. Wipe it, make sure my pen is wiped, and then I just stick it back in there. And it'll stay unclogged like that. The glue will be unclogged. Okay, so I have these 2 very cute, simple note cards that you can make personalized as gifts. This is the one I did earlier. So we have a total of 3. And I think they are so elegant and classy and pretty. Can you all see that shimmer on the vinyl? I like the texture. So I may put a couple beads on here. You know, what's the card without finishing off with beads, huh? Let's see, I may. Let me get my bead basket here and see. Ooh, those are cute. And that pearl. So we have different sizes of those. Oh, I have the roses. I don't think I have anything that's burgundy. Anywho, I may finish these off with a couple sequins. We'll see. We shall see. No, so it'll have to be probably. Okay, so I am done. Thank you all again so much for watching. I did decide to put a few beads on one note card just to see how I liked it. So I put some of the rhinestone ones in, like 6 of them, 2 of the smaller ones and 1 bigger one on the corners, and I really love it. I love these note cards. I think these make amazing gifts for anyone. Something you can use as a thank you note, just as it says a note from, if you just want to cheer someone up. Nice touch to something very personalized. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.